The little girl simply told the woman in front of her, "Good deeds bring rewards." The very next second, as the woman was on her way home, she found a wild partridge. That same day, she brought the partridge home, and her mother-in-law was overjoyed to see it. In difficult times like these, when people barely have enough food, a partridge was considered a first-class luxury. What no one knew was that the little girl was the reincarnation of a kind-hearted person. As a reward for her past good deeds, God granted her the power to make anything she said come true. Every good thing she mentioned would happen. However, the girl had a cruel aunt who, taking advantage of the father's absence, not only kept the money he sent for his daughter's care, but also refused to give her proper meals. If the girl ever complained, her aunt would beat her mercilessly. One day, while chopping wood, the girl saw a neighbor who had been bitten by a venomous snake. Filled with kindness, she rushed to help, but ended up getting bitten herself and collapsed. When the woman regained consciousness and saw what had happened, she quickly carried the girl home, expecting that her aunt would take her to the hospital. But the heartless aunt, indifferent to whether the child lived or died, simply threw a bucket of water over her. Instantly, the girl woke up. Despite the neighbor's scolding, the aunt turned away and went to eat. Furious, the neighbor could do nothing but give the girl some eggs as a token of gratitude, realizing that she was the only one who had ever treated her kindly. The girl couldn't help but murmur, "Good deeds bring rewards." Right after she said this, the woman stepped outside and found a wild partridge along with several partridge eggs. She assumed it was just luck, unaware that it was all the work of the girl. But that same night, the girl was brutally beaten by her aunt just for being found with an egg, accused of stealing from the house. Frightened, the girl tried to explain that the egg had been given to her by the neighbor, but she soon fainted again. Seeing the unconscious girl, the aunt's daughter came up with a wicked idea. She suggested that her mother go to the neighbor's house and falsely claim that the girl had been poisoned by the eggs, demanding money as compensation. Overjoyed by her daughter's cunning, the aunt wasted no time. She stormed into the neighbor's house, made a scene, and insisted that since the girl had saved her, the neighbor had to repay her by giving her $10 and the wild partridge she had found. This enraged the entire family, and they quickly began beating the woman. At that very moment, the little girl regained consciousness.